We need to sort out some issues so that I can contribute during report writing. One, the County Assembly has filed a document, and on page 59, the County Assembly has attached a letter from the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. I would like you to clarify whether you have ever appeared before EACC to respond to charges.
The EACC wrote to me after a letter.
Have you appeared to EACC?
No.
No.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Number two, it is all not about Ward Fund, because one of our witnesses, I think it was Lucy, from the Lucy or Eunice, from the Lucy. Lucy told her that your interpersonal skills are so bad that you don't recognize nominated MCS. You tell them women who won their seats through the blanket. Can you, under the blanket, can you speak to this evidence so that we know how to treat it?
The evidence, Honorable Chair, is null and void. I have never, to any MCA, that she was given a chance under the blanket.
The last point that I have is your husband, the first gentleman. Looking at MCS, both on the videos and here, they are not mad people. It looks like they find it difficult to work with your husband. Given that it is a fact of law that there is no budget for the office of First Lady, First Gentleman, First anything. There's no such a budget, there's no such a law under the county government. Are you prepared to ask your husband to take a backstage and keep out of any offensive public functions? And by this I mean the functions where he wouldn't be needed. Would you be prepared for purposes of Meru going forward?
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Point of order, Chair.
Point of order, Chair.
Point of order, Chair.
Point of order. There are many now.
Here.
Start with Esther and Kamala.
I'll come to Mandako later. Yes, Esther.
Yes, you are actually cautioning the council there against addressing the first gentleman as your husband.
No. I was cautioning him about the English.
And you're using the same.
Just a minute. That husband of yours. There's a difference in English between that husband of yours and your husband. That husband of yours is abusive, but your husband is respectful. That's it.
No, Chair, let me defend you from Senator. He has used it properly.
Yes. Yes,
Chair, with a lot of respect to you, Chair, I want to completely disagree with you. In that, the first gentleman of Meru County in social events, Chair, can be sent by Her Excellency to represent her in functions. Mr. Chairman, it is a tradition all over. And it's a practice that has been practiced by all governors when they are unable to attend functions, Chair, that are not official in nature or social in nature within their counties or even outside their counties. They have sent their spouses to represent. So we are not going to gag the first gentleman of Meru to attend social functions, Chair. We have, I think there is, we are just found in a situation where we are not used to having the first gentleman. In fact, I was asking, when they go for the first spouses meeting, there would be only 7 men out of how many women. It's a very unusual situation that we have to learn to get used to. However, what we don't expect is the first gentleman to get involved in the running of the affairs of the county government of Meru. To Chair, I'd also asked for a point of order earlier, and you asked me to wait on the Okolea program. Unless there is complete evidence that the governor is using county resources to run Okolea, it will not be fair to ask the governor to abandon a program that she has built for over 10 years. Chair, you are aware that leaders run their personal foundations, not necessarily for official work they are doing, Chair, but to address other societal social issues that cannot be addressed using public resources, unless there is completely evidence that Okolea is being run by public funds. It would, in my considered opinion, it would not be fair to ask the governor to abandon a program she has started and run for 10 years. And for 10 years, she was not the governor of Meru and the program was running. So I think we have to get evidence that Okolea is using county resources for us to really ask the governor to abandon that kind of program.
Point of order,
Very well.
Chair. So
I
that when
think,
you roll,
let me handle this point of order.
you can rule for
I
both.
think you have a point of order.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, my point of order, Chair, is about the timing, because you're at midnight. And the timing that you had given, or the direction, is that we'll go for recess or some break, then we come back for the final submissions. It's already midnight, and if we continue like this, then we'll stay up to morning. Please, I seek your indulgence.
Thank you. That is for you, with your intelligence. Members, we try to be reasonable when we are in session. I was very specific that could the Senate, the governor, clarify whether the first gentleman, your husband, who appears to offend quite a number of people, specifically MCS, could step back from public functions, the official functions. In the many years I've been in public service, I have never seen the First Lady address an official function of government. Not Jamhuri Day, not Mashujaa Day, nothing. But social issues, including matters of religion, you can go on with it. The videos I've seen, your husband is very conspicuous. Not in a bad way, but he likes his music. He's like me. I'm very conspicuous with my bulls. So that's how people are. So is it possible that we step back? Governor Mandako, as far as my advice on the Okolea is concerned, I wanted you to learn from Governor Kreitu, a man we respect a lot. He's a senior counsel. He knows the law. You saw when he wanted to continue with those kind of activities, he regularized. Tuaweza? It's called Tuaweza? Yeah. He regularized it. And the lawyers are here will tell you, by allowing the CEC to make a resolution it made, it regularized it so that this could be able to be above board in terms of spending on it. So if Okolea must go on, you should see a way of either divorcing it completely or regularizing by asking your county executive committee to take a position on it so that we don't break the law. I can hear members wanting to confirm.
One more thing I forgot, Chair.
1 minute. Mwaruma? Mwaruma, you have something. I'll come to you, Tobiko. Mwaruma, I saw you talking.
No, I have said, I had talked about the timing.
Okay.
That we need to reduce on what we are doing so that we can go for a break and come back for the final submissions.
Okay.
Others would spend the whole night here.
Tobiko?
Yeah, Chair, my two supplementary questions, and I'm not going to add anything. One, Governor Kawera, do you have a technical team of advisors?
Yes, I have a
Because
legal
this
advisor.
looks like there are too many goofs in the short term you have been there.
I have advisors.
Two,
State their names and what they advise you on.
I have a legal advisor by the name Adero, political advisor by the name George Mungania, and economic advisor by the name Kiambi.
two, notwithstanding the fact that you're popularly elected, do you really have the capacity to bring Meru together? Do you have the capacity to lead Meru? Thank you.
Yes, Honorable Senator, I have the capacity to lead Meru, and not only capacity, but extra capacity, because of the grace by God, the spiritual anointing added to the political will makes it big. And just give us time, Meru will be the best county among the 47 counties of Kenya.
Yes, Mandako?
Yes, Chair. Let me ask the governor. In her last statement, she said she has done everything possible to try and bring the leaders of Meru together, including asking the president. Madam Governor, the president was in your county. You deliberately skipped to attend that function. Is it true, really, what you are telling us?
Thank you, Honorable Senator. Some issues I will not discuss in this place, given the sense that the one I may discuss I'm not mandated, but I did not skip the meeting just for the sake of doing it. There was communication, and I don't want to lay it to this House.
Chair, Madam Governor cannot say, I've reached out, and when we ask her whether she skipped, she becomes dodgy. Madam Governor, if you read again the County Government Act and the functions of the various organs, the senior most leader in the county is the governor. And by law, the governor can ask for a meeting of all the leaders to discuss. Are you telling this sitting that you explored all those options so that by the time you are here, all options of mediating or trying to mitigate these matters had been exhausted? And if that is so, because the decision of this committee will go either way, we can agree with the county assembly or not agree with them. Would you be comfortable, you as the senior most leader of Meru, if the decision of this committee is to agree with the impeachment and Meru County has to go to election 3 months after general election?
Thank you, Honorable Senator. May I say that I am able to bring all leaders together. But you've seen from the videos that have been played here, the MCAs insisting in their music that it's Kaende, Kaende. There is no way I could have convinced them. We sit down, they said, unless they bring their governor to Senate. That is the only time we shall sit down and talk. And that's why you saw them in the video, singing that they will not stop. And they will not accept anyone to talk to them unless they take their governor to Senate. And because maybe they have fulfilled their desires, they will accept, we sit down and talk. But it's very unfortunate, Honorable Chair, that not once have I invited them, we sit and have dialogue. I don't know, and I don't want to put it that maybe there are some influences which I don't want to allege, that some people somewhere maybe have been sponsoring the MCAs with some reasons best known to them. But because we have reached at this level, let us give it some more time.
Very well. Madam Governor, I would like you to take what Senator Mandako has said very seriously. Everything is based on the Constitution. And this Constitution anticipates the following, that the county government of Meru can go on without you.
Yes.
The same Constitution does not anticipate the county government of Meru going on without MCS.
Yes.
So you must go all out of your way. I don't know how this committee will decide, and find a way of working with MCS. Because they can go on without you, you cannot go on without them. What do I mean? This impeachment can decide to send you away, and a new governor will come into office. And the MCAs will be in office. On the flip side, for the MCAs to go away, they can only go away under 192 with you through suspension of the government. After 90 days, you go into election, and that's the end of you. So you need them more than they need you in terms of survival. So should this committee so decide, you have to bend your way backwards. And I think, don't listen to me, the only person who have spoken to your heart here is Senator Kabintu. Become friends with her.
Point of order, Chair.
Yes.
On your last statement, let me also go on record to differ with you that the MCAs also need the governor of Meru as much as the governor of Meru needs the MCAs. You can buy time, Chair, and remain for 5 years, but I can assure you they will not be re-elected. And if they want to learn a lesson, they can visit Makueni County.
Okay, so Governor, I would now like to congratulate you and thank you for your patience. There are many who came on my page and attacked me that you have allowed the governor to take the podium and she's going to destroy herself. She's going to destroy the evidence because she's a very temperamental person. I started panicking because I didn't want us to spoil this beautiful process that we have achieved. You've come out very well. You've maintained your composure. You've been able to respond to all questions. We thank you. I thank the other parties, especially the governor, for the way you have guided her. And I want to thank the county assembly for the respect that we have maintained, because I thought this was going to be a very hot session. Thank you so much for all this respect. This is now 15 minutes past 12. We want to reconvene at 30 minutes past 12, so that we do submissions either way. Do I take it that you want to submit for 30 minutes? Council for the County Assembly?
Yes, Chair, we would pray for 30 minutes, and I'll be sharing that 30 minutes with my colleague, Mr. Jacob Ngwele.
Thank you. The Governor?
Equally, Honorable Chair, 30 minutes will do for us. We'll share it between myself and my learned friend.
Very good. So, my good kid sister, Her Excellency the Governor of Meru, please step down. Your session is now over.
Thank you.
So, mwanzo kupanga vitu. Au sio? Hii yangu mpepe tu mpeleke huko, nitatumia maneno yenye nitaandika hapa. Kazi. Very nice. So, Members will withdraw to the lounge a little bit for 15 minutes.